Necrobutcher, co-fondatore e bassista dei Mayhem. Quindi, hi Necrobutcher, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
Sarà, come sapete, con i suoi Mayhem in Italia per l'unica data italiana nel nostro bel paese, appunto, e sarà una data celebrativa dei 40 anni di carriera di una delle band, secondo me, della band black metal che è stata più rappresentativa e lo è tuttora nel genere. Quindi partiamo con la prima domanda. Quanto è difficile, se lo è, fare il vero black metal nel 2024?
First of all, you suddenly, like, first we were 20 years, we had the anniversaries, and then we were 30 years, and then we had the anniversary tour, and now we suddenly are 40 years. Okay. So it's not like it just happens, in a sense. And then the management and the booking agents felt that maybe it could be cool to make some kind of like an anniversary party for our fans, and to make a special occasion out of it, and this is what we are on now. So we celebrate the whole 40-year career, and we include something from every publication from 1985 demos until the last album, the Demon album that came in 2019. And so I'm very happy to see that Italy bought the show. It's only 2 more shows left in Europe of the anniversary. And then we're stepping into our 40-year anniversary, and then I guess that we will have this chat about 9 years from now about our 50-year anniversary.
Whoa!
Let's hope. Let's hope. Like, why not? Why the hell not? Is it more difficult now than it was 40 years ago? I don't know. I don't think that the time has anything to do with the ability to make music or to compose music. It's nothing to do with the time. As a proof to your question, we do release album. We came out with an album 5 years ago, which I think is one of the best albums we ever did. So I think that confirms your question, that we find it very easy to make music today, but we also did that in 1985. So it hasn't changed anything. When it comes to, for example, we are very honest to ourselves. And when we plug in and try to make a riff, or, it is what it is. And what it is, it's some kind of aggressive, always some kind of dark pattern or some negative shit. Never any love songs or any pop melodies or any beautiful shit or stuff. I don't know why, but this is what comes out when we and it's the same. That is one of the things that never changed. We have changed some of the songwriters over the year because some of the people passed away and some other people was fired or quit. But that's the only thing we maintain 100%, and that is that we still make exactly the same type of music. And I think the fans also appreciate that we are true to ourselves and didn't start to make any, let's say, Cold Lake albums. If you understand also we're talking about Celtic Frost, Cold Lake, an album they have recorded today. Just an example, but a lot of people change music styles for different reasons. We never did. So I think that's something to do with honesty, and I think also that people, if you tattoo a Mayhem logo because you're a fan, then I think they know in their heart that we will never let them down in that sense. That's why so many people have Mayhem tattoos, for example, because they can trust us.
Yeah.
So they, in a couple of years from now, they won't be embarrassed walking around with their tattoos and stuff. You know? So,
I have a Mayhem tattoo.
There you go. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. I have one too.
C'è un altro genere che a te personalmente piace ascoltare? Un genere musicale?
I have been here for a long time. I'm 56 years old. And I've been, exposed to music my whole life. And so even in the 70s. And since I'm kind of retro, I even listen to things from the 60s. So it's a very wide variation of different artists and different type of music. I think music is for occasions. So sometimes, for example, when I drive my car, I listen to music that I don't listen to at home, but it's more for car music, like CC Top.
Oh.
I like to listen to it in my car for some reason. When I do dishes or do something that I don't really like to do, but I need to do them anyway, I like to listen to Napalm Death. If I'm in a sentimental moment, I might put on some Rolling Stones from the 1970s. If I feel happy, I might put on some Cypress Hill.
Oh.
Or just for some cool background music, maybe some Ministry. Of course, I love all the classic bands like Pink Floyd and the Eagles, and I also like Jimi Hendrix, AC/DC. So, but that's not what comes out when I make music. When I make music, this extreme music comes out, which is good. That's, for me. But personally, I listen to all kinds of music. I don't listen. It's easy to say what I don't listen to, and that is I don't listen to musicals. There's something wrong with musicals because they are fake. It's like when you go to the theater and the actor has to talk louder than normal. It already puts me off. I'm already off. And if people are singing their just like the new Joker, for example, yeah, what a joke that was. So I don't listen to musicals. And I don't like traditional country western music that much. I do like Johnny Cash, and I have some people I can listen to, but in generally, not a big fan. But the rest, I even like I like Kylie Minogue.
Ok, thank you. Siete tra le band più iconiche del panorama black metal, appunto, come dicevo durante l'introduzione, e quelle soprattutto rimaste fedeli all'essere band true. Ma in questi 40 anni sicuramente avrete visto anche cambiare il genere come attitudini, ma soprattutto come suono. Quindi, secondo te, come è cambiato il suono del black metal?
Black metal and extreme music in this metal thing is still alive, and it's still evolving, and this is one of the unique things about this kind of music, is that first of all, it's not enough for the fans just to listen to it. They need to start to play it themselves and make bands and stuff. And then you have a lot of different people from different backgrounds. Jazz, blues, folk music, whatever. And then they mix that with the traditional black metal, and then you have something new again. I can put an example, like really blew me away, was a Norwegian band called Shining. They make an album called Black Jazz. Because I didn't think, like after Dimmu Borgir and some of these bands, I didn't think personally that it would evolve more, but it did. And it's still evolving, and that means that this is still alive. The music is still growing, and when you look at it, I'll just take another example. A lot of music styles have come and gone. But our music style started in the early 80s, let's say with Motorhead, that they were the spark, and then they sparked Venom, Slayer, Metallica, who sparked us, and we sparked, you know. So yeah, another example would be like Ghostman. You have yeah, you heard of it?
One of my favorite artists.
Love Ghostman. So that's another example how it's the unexpected still is going on, which is the beautiful thing about this music. That it's still alive, it's still evolving, and people are so enthusiastic about it. Yourself too, your radio station, you know. So many people around the world that's still so hooked up in this thing, and it's still alive, and it's been a hell of a journey. And you know, it's not. We haven't reached the end yet either. It's still evolving, which I think is it's a great thing. Yeah.
Parliamo della data dell'11 dicembre, ripeto, unica data italiana di questo tour che celebrerà i 40 anni di Mayhem, e ti chiedo, ci saranno degli effetti speciali? Cosa succederà sul palco?
We have made a movie, a video in the background for all the songs, and I think it's I don't know, it's a little bit over 2 hours show, so the video is over 2 hours, and it tells the story of Mayhem in the moment of where, you know, if we have something from the last album, we have some demon things. If we have something from the first demo and Death Crush, we have images from 1986 and stuff, you know. So they put together this very nice video. The cool part of it is we play on click, so we are on time with the pictures, which is very important because we brought back Dead from live in Leipzig. We separated out his voice and are now performing with Dead for the first time since 1990, that he came back on stage with us. Also his voice. So that's the funeral fog. I can you know, spoil that. That's what's gonna happen. The video, and well, basically the fact that we never was as good as we are today, technically, production-wise. We have a huge production with us, good technicians. We are in a good venue, and everything lays also is also in place for it to be an epic concert. And also we play some songs we never played before, like Chimera, the track Chimera, for example. And we also had two of the old members back doing some anniversary shows. Unfortunately, my good friend Billy Messiah just had a heart surgery. Okay. He is still recovering in the hospital. Otherwise, he would come for the anniversary show. But we wish him the best, and hope maybe for some gig in the future we can come back to Italy. And we will, and we always have. And ever since we came to the Paradise Club in Milan all of those years ago, I think it was 1998, we came back regularly over the years, over 25 years now. And we are still going to continue as long as we can, and as long as you want us to come.
Cosa c'è nel futuro dei Mayhem? E se ci sarà di nuovo Daniele Valeriani, che è un artista incredibile, che è colui che fa anche gli artwork dei Mayhem.
We, the guitarists, have made a bunch of songs recorded on what we call the demos now. And we are going to start in February to rehearse and record for the upcoming album. So we are working on the new album, and hopefully it will be out in 2025. Everything around it is in place. We have the record deal with Century Media, so we know who's going to release it. We still have the same booking agency, Doomstar Booking in Europe. And so I guess that in late 2025 or beginning of 2026, we're going to start a massive world promotional tour for our next album, which is untitled for now, TBC. But we're definitely gonna want to go out and try to do a new world tour, and that's gonna take us a couple of years because the world is huge. We have to cover over 65 countries. Because when we travel around, we of course, some few countries that we have played in, like Malta, and some of the countries we played that maybe won't come back anytime soon. But for example, with Italy or some other countries, we always include that. Not only include Milano, Rome, Naples, but we always also look to expand inside of countries. So we like to play. We, for example, like put it out there to your listeners. We never played Torino. Maybe we should do something about it.
Il brano, questo è difficile, il brano dei Mayhem che rappresenta di più, secondo te, questi 40 anni di carriera?
You know what? If you ask a mother of 5, who is your favorite child? How can you answer that question? We love them all. But of course it's personal. But you know what? I could be boring and say Freezing Moon, right? But I am kind of a little bit bored of that. Right now I would say Chimera, because it's fresh, it's fun to play. But who knows, maybe it's Carnage. Okay. The fact that we still play some of the songs we released in 1985, it stands for its own, that tells you everything, basically. It stood to the time. And most of our songs did. So let's say Carnage, because I wrote it as well. And I just want to sell something in the end. It's a great version on that Mediolanum Captaes recorded at the Paradise Club in Milano. That recording there, it's a especially great version of Carnage on that one. So if anybody wants to check that out after checking out your show, I recommend you check that out.
Jörn, thank you very much for your time.
It was my pleasure. Anytime, and hope to see you. Hope to see you at the club.
Yeah, see you at Live Club di Trezzo. Thank you very much.
Ciao, ciao, della.